Welcome to episode 2123. Taavet Hinrikus, cross-border payment billionaire from Estonia. This is an outline of episode 2123.
I'm an immigrant from Estonia, and in Estonia I was very lucky to meet Niklas and Janos, and so I became the first person in the Skype team and was part of the journey for a long time. At some point during the journey, I made a move from Estonia to London. However, as I made the move, I was still on the payroll for Skype in Estonia. So every month I had to walk to my bank in Estonia and transfer my living expenses to London. And every month I realized that I have to stand in line in the bank, I have to pay a large transaction fee, and yet the money that arrives in London is still much less than I thought.
He was born in Tartu, Estonia in 1981. Estonia is a very small country with population of less than 2 million people. Tartu is the intellectual capital of Estonia. Check, Estonia has only 1.3 million population. In 2003, he dropped out of university. He was majoring in computer science. He joined Skype as his first employee.
I started programming when I was a little kid, and then I got my first job during high school as a software developer. And at some point in high school, I had Taavet Hinrikus, who was the CTO of Skype, give me a call.
He would work 7 years for Skype and later earn his MBA from Insead 2010. Early investors are Billionaire Sir Richard Branson and Peter Thiel. 11. The 31-year-old Kristo was a management consultant with Deloitte Consulting and Pricewaterhouse when he discovered the inefficiency. He was working in London. What is Transferwise?
Hard and expensive and slow. We believe in radical transparency.
And that when life gets complicated, using our money should be easy.
But we don't just believe it, we built it.
Meet Wise, the world's most international account. One account for more than 50 currencies. Up to 8 times cheaper than a bank and up to 3 times cheaper than PayPal.
July 2021, he took his company Wise public on the London Stock Exchange and became a billionaire, became the richest man in Estonia. In June 2025, he has a net worth of $1.3 billion. He's 44 years old. Secret of his success.
How ecosystems develop and how having an early exit has a huge acceleration to an ecosystem development. So Skype was sold to eBay in 2005. And before that, when I was recruiting engineers for Skype, we hired someone and they would go home and tell their parents, I went to work for this startup. And the parents were like, dear son, dear daughter, were you not good enough for the bank to hire you? And then kind of overnight it flipped. After Skype was sold to eBay for 4.1 billion, which was a lot of money back then, it still is, but after that it was like, you go work for a startup, of course, why should you go work for the bank? So
leave your questions and comments below. In February, in March 2025, I was fortunate to be in magnificent India, birthplace of Buddhism, and the Taj Mahal.